Hi, good people. Happy New Year's. It's 2019. We made it to see another year. I pray that God have blessed you all during the holidays and He's continuing to bless you now. I pray that your holidays was filled with love, joy, family, and all that other good stuff. I wanted to drop in today and talk about a topic that has been coming up in my own personal life. It's not even now in my past. I wanted to talk about don't let that be the reason. Um I titled this video that because just my own personal journey and the journey that I'm on now and a lot of things that I have experienced and watched and witnessed throughout my life, and it brought me to this topic recently, and I wanted to study and pray about it because a lot of people are stuck in relationships. A lot of people are stuck in a situation that happened when they were young. A lot of people are just stuck in bitterness and jealousy and envy and control and all kind of stuff. I mean, the list can go on and on and on. But I titled this video, Don't Let That Be the Reason, because a lot of those little things like that is what the enemy uses to keep us bound. And we may be thinking that we're elevating financially because we've been promoted or we upgraded on our car, but that's not growth. Financial growth is really not doing anything internally to us as humans at all, so if we're not growing, then that means we're standing still. I know for myself, don't want to be the 20-year-old Christina that I am in this season. I don't want to be 30 and I'm 40. So I don't want to still be doing, making decisions as a 30-year-old. That means I'm not growing. And I had to ask myself in my late 30s, like, what is hindering me from getting to the next level of me maturing and growing and overcoming and coming out? I was allowing a lot of situations and a lot of things to hold me. And in this season, I'm like, I cannot let that be the reason that I don't make it to the next stage in my life. For an example, I know a lot of women, including myself, had, issues with their mom or even their father. The way they came up may not be the way that they desire in their heart today. So a lot of people that's older, grown, in their 30s, 40s, maybe even 50s, still hold on to the fact that they're upcoming and they relationship with their mom wasn't is the way that it may have should have been. So they hold on to past hurt and hold on to bitterness and hold on to hate and hold on to unforgiveness. But I decided to do this video to encourage somebody to don't let that be the reason that you can't get your breakthrough. Don't let that be the reason you can't get to the next level. Don't let that be the reason you are stopping your growth. Because if you're in your 40s or 30s or whatever age you are in, and you're holding on to something that my mom didn't raise me like I wanted to be raised. She didn't love me. She didn't support me. She didn't protect me. She didn't cover me. She didn't defend me. And now you are 30 and you're 40 years old and you have children of your own. You're going to pull out that bitterness, that hate, that envy. You're going to project that into them. And when they become of a certain age, they're going to project that to the world in bad ways, and things happen. You look over your life and you sit back and like, I don't like my mom, or I hate my mom, or I got an issue with my mom because this, that, and the third. What is that doing to your life in a positive light that's helping you move and be a better you in your season? That one thing you don't want to face and let go, or be set free from, that could be where your blessing lies. Like, if I held on to things that my mom didn't do when I was a child, how can I be set free as an adult? I'm going to take all that bitterness into my relationship. I'm going to take it into my workplace. I'm going to pour it into my children. It's going to deflect in my attitude, because what's in here is going to pour out to the atmosphere. So you can go around, you can post all day and be like, oh, I'm happy, I'm living my best life, I'm this, I'm that, and the third. But when people meet you and see you, your whole aura and your attitude of everything about you is bitter, mad, and, you know, just being real mean to people. Like, that's what's in here. And you have to go in and be real with yourself and ask you, why am I so bitter? Why am I so mad? And once you recognize what it is, you don't want that to be the reason that's holding you. Like, you have to let it go. And letting it go is, you know, setting yourself free from it. First, you have to acknowledge that, hey, I got an issue with my mom, or I have an issue with the way I was brought up. And you have to do some forgiving. You have to forgive your mom, whether she's alive or passed. And you can do that by getting on your knees and talking to God and asking God to show you how to set that thing free off your heart. Like, you can let it go. Like, just like, you know what, as simple as, I'm done. And it's not going to be as easy in the beginning to be like, oh, I forgot about it or whatever. It's easy to let it go, but the process of moving on, that's the part that's a little difficult. You know, you ask God, you can even go to your mother or your father and you know, tell them, you know, I forgive you, or I had an issue, or however you feel comfortable. Some people don't and prefer to just forgive from their heart and move on. And that's fine too, I believe. I just feel like you don't want that to be the reason that you don't get your breakthrough in this season. It's a new year. I know people make so many resolutions, and it's okay, but the key to you making the resolutions, you want to conquer them. You want these things to come to pass. You want to be successful. You want to be the best that you can be in this season. Is a whole nother year. It's a whole nother day. Every day we get up is a new day. You know, I feel like you think about what you're harboring and what you're holding and how is that affecting your life. You should want to just let it go. I mean, it's not going to do you no good to be mad about something that, one, you cannot go back and change. You cannot. I don't care how much you pray, how much you hate, how much you mad, how much you don't want to forgive. You cannot go back and rewrite what's already done. All you can do is move forward. In some relationships, the other party may not be mature enough to do that. You can move forward. You can move forward. Don't let that be the reason because you was molested when you was a child. So now you mad and bitter at everybody. Don't let that be the reason. Get you some help. If you don't feel you're strong enough to do it on your own, reach out to somebody. It's resources everywhere. If you at a church, there you go. If you not, they got community centers. They got toll-free numbers. They got all kind of numbers you can call to reach out to get some help, to help me conquer this thing. I don't want, because I got touched as a child, to hold me from what's in store for me. If you still in the same roller coaster circle that you've been in the last 5 years, the last 10 years, you ain't growing, nothing is going your way, you mad at everybody because your life ain't how you wanted it to be. But I want to pause for a second. Your life is not the way you want it to be. But what are you doing to get it to where you want it to be? If you're holding on to past hurt, holding on to past pain, holding on to past upsets, you're not going to get where you're trying to be. That's not how it works. You went through it. You made it out of it alive. I've been through some things, honey. I've been abused. I've been touched. I've been neglected. I've been mistreated. I've been dragged. I've been through some stuff, honey. But if I was to allow that stuff to hold me, I would not be sitting in this video today, because I'd be somewhere better mad because I ain't happy. I don't want nobody else to be happy. I ain't been delivered. I don't want nobody else to be delivered. If I would have hold on to past hurt and past pain and things that people have done to me, mistreated me, all kind of stuff. Like, if I would hold on to that, I couldn't be sitting here today trying to encourage somebody to let go. I wouldn't be able to do it because I'd be somewhere sitting in my bitterness. Every year going by, I'm mad at the world. I'm mad because things ain't going my way. I'm mad because I ain't where I want to be. But what am I doing to get there? You reap what you sow. If you ain't sowing good stuff, nothing good is coming back. I've read in the book of John with the man with the limp man that Jesus healed at the water. I've read the story, heard the story, all that. But as I was researching, just trying to do some studying to keep my mind focused on not letting that be in a reason, I come across this scripture where Jesus is at this limp man. I'm not going to word it verbatim. I'm just freestyling with the story. But the man got an issue. He had this issue for 38 years, people. 38 years. The water that it's a pool somewhere. I forgot what it is at. It's at a pool. It's like a whole river of water somewhere. And it's like porches around it. But this water you can walk down into and be healed. And this man that couldn't barely walk and stuff, he was there for 38 years looking at where he can go and be blessed. So Jesus come up on him. Jesus like, do you want to be healed? Like, why you not down there why you not in the water getting yourself healed, dude? Like, seriously. Jesus ain't saying like that. But this is how we saying it to y'all. But Jesus like, why you ain't going down there and getting healed? Like, do you want to be healed? Dude, like, well, I was trying to go, but every time I go, Jesus, somebody get in my way. Oh, then he like, oh, I ain't had nobody to carry me. So I'm just going to sit here for however long it's going to be and not get healed. I mean, read it for yourself. It's in the book of John. I want to say John 5 something. It's the limp man that Jesus, the man with Jesus healed the limp man or something like that. Just look it up in the book of John, good people. It's there. Bless your heart. But, so Jesus asked the man, because I'm like, you here for 38 years and your healing is right there and you ain't walking down, trying to get down there to be healed, like crawling something. You're not even attempting. His excuse, he gave Jesus 2 excuses. Where every time I try to go, Jesus, somebody cut and get in front of me and get in the water before I do. So you let that be the reason. Where every time, Jesus, like, I said, Jesus, the man, then tell Jesus, well, I ain't had nobody to carry me down there. So you let that be the reason. How many times have you told somebody, hey, well, I'm working hard and they ain't letting me get promoted. They not letting me this. Ain't nobody help me with my kids. Ain't nobody help me this. Ain't nobody help me that. Your blessing was sitting right there, but you so busy with excuses and why you couldn't get to the next level. Like, somebody got to help you to get into the water. Not everybody need help, but I'm saying your blessing is right there. You are the reason you're holding up your blessings. Nobody else can hold up your blessing. Nobody else can hold and stop your growth. You can. Your mama mistreating you cannot stop you from growing. You hold on to it. It happened to you. It may affect you, but God allowed it for a reason. That's not stopping your growth. You being molested and raped as a child, that didn't stop your growth because you grew up and had kids. You grew up, you're working. You grew up, you're on your own. So that didn't stop you. The only thing is stopping you is you. Don't let those past issues be the reason. I'm reading this story and I read it before and I was like, wow, this man gave Jesus 2 excuses why he not down looking at the water to be healed. Like, you standing there literally looking at your healing, but you telling God, well, I try to go down there, but these dudes keep hating on me, man. I can't get in the water. Somebody always jumping in front of me. Somebody always trying to step on my toes. Well, if you was in the water and pressing your weight to the water, they couldn't be stepping on your toes. And if they stepping on your toes, they should be stepping on your back while you crawling to get in the water so you can be healed. If you just stand there waiting on somebody to bring it to you, honey, please, you're going to be there just as long as that man was. Jesus asked the man, do you want to be healed? And I believe he asked him that because some people sit in a mess and a bitterness and they anger, and I say anger. Some people sit in a bitterness, they sickness, they evilness, they unforgiveness so long that they become comfortable with it. It be like, you know what, this is just the way I am. I'm just going to be a bitter chick. And you like, but you don't have to be. You say you said in it so long, you don't have to be. You really don't. You really don't. You do not have to be a bitter, mad, unforgiving person. When every morning God allow you to live to see another day, you can wake up and declare it over yourself. Today, I'm going to be forgiven. I don't like to forgive because nobody forgave me, but I'm going to change that. I'm going to put out some energy today that's going to come back to me soon enough. I'm going to forgive people that I probably shouldn't forgive, whether they deserve it or not, because Jesus forgive me every day that I do not do the things that he requires of me, but yet he wake me up every morning as if I'm one of his faithful servants. My God. Seriously. I'm not going to hold nobody this morning. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to walk through this day and I'm going to forgive some people. I'm going to smile at people. I'm not going to frown at people all day. I'm going to be more patient. And that by you saying this stuff, it's going to come and test you. God tests you in the areas where you need to grow. If you are immature, he's going to put you in situations to show people that you are immature so you can mature. If you are impatient, you're going to be put in so many impatient situations where you're going to want to blow somebody head off. I'm just saying he tests us in places where he wants us to grow. He wants to bless us. He wants to give us the desires of our heart, but we have to put in some work. Don't let your past hurt be the reason that you still stuck in the same spot you was in 2015. We in 2019, you should not still be posting the same stuff. Not because you're trying to entertain this internet stuff. It's because it's coming from your heart. You should not be reacting the same way. If you a bitter person and it's a whole nother 5 years later and somebody see you and you coming up with the same stuff, that's crazy. You just going to sit at the water and not go down there and be healed? I mean, really. You can say, oh, I like my life the way it is, and don't complain to nobody about how you want and how you should have and how somebody should give. Because if you're happy being bitter, unforgiving and mad and just angry at the world, then don't tell nobody and complain about it. Just don't. It's no need. You should not have nothing to be praying to God about then, because you live the way your life is. I'm quite sure everybody want to elevate. Nobody want to stay in the same place forever. If you do, then I'm not here to judge, but my God, you was not created for that. I promise you wasn't. It's the call. Everyone have stuff that a mission and a purpose that we are here for. You will not find your purpose if you're stuck and letting something hold you. Don't let that be the reason. Because you had a bad breakup. You thought you couldn't live without this dude. You thought you weren't going to make it without her. Oh my God, I can't. I'm still mad at this chick that broke my heart when I was 20. Now you're 40. This dude did me so wrong when I was up in high school. Now you're 35. So every relationship you get, you keep reflecting it onto the new dude, and you wondering why it ain't never clicking. Don't let that be the reason you miss out on what you really deserve. But you ain't gonna get it because you still holding from back there. Ain't the dude left? It was a bad relationship. It ain't work. It ain't work. I survived it. I'm still here to talk about it. I can tweet about it if I want to help, not nothing disrespectful, but to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, not tweeting trying to belittle the dude. It didn't work. It didn't work. My heart was broke. My God, I feel like it wasn't going to never beat again. But look at it beating. Look at me walking. Look at me living. Looking at me just waking up another day. I mean, come on now. It hurts and it feel like you're not going to make it. You're not going to survive. But if you take time to clean that thing out and start doing some self-healing and some self-reflecting and some self-loving and things of that nature, so when that next relationship you get into, you will not give him everything your baby daddy gave you back then. You wouldn't give him everything your baby mama did back then, because you walking into this relationship with a clean slate. So whatever we give each other, and then he may come with some baggage, but guess what? You got some tools to help him get rid of his baggage. But if you got baggage and you don't know how to let go, and he got baggage and he don't know how to let go, where y'all going together? I mean, don't let that be the reason, man. It was okay, man. I've been in abusive relationships and all that. After my own abusive relationship, I decided that I needed to date myself. I was like, because something got to give. I just keep attracting these crazy, aggressive street dudes. But it was a reflection of who I was as well. But I knew that's not where I was trying to go. And, I was like, okay, this may be what I'm doing right now. But when it comes to relationship, it ain't working because it's not what I desire to have. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. I have no issues with street dudes and none of that. I'm just like, I didn't want the repercussions of still being in the street. It's okay. Everybody came from somewhere. That's fine. I'm cool with that. But I was still dealing with people that was still in the street. So it wasn't working for me because I'm like, I want one thing, but I'm attracting and accepting another. So I had to step back and really do some self-reflecting on myself. Like, what is holding me to keep dealing with this? What is holding me to keep attracting this? Why does it keep coming my way? And I didn't want that to be the reason to hold me up. So I had to do some self-reflecting. I had to do some soul searching and going back and like, okay, Christina, really, what about you that is constantly attracting this type of person? What signals are you sending out that they are catching them and you're pulling them back to your way? So I had to be real with myself. And I remember back then I had to tell myself, I don't want that to be the reason I keep ending up in bad relationships. After one after another after another. I didn't want that to be the reason. And I don't want that to be the reason for none of you all. And that's why I made this video, because I wanted to encourage you, if you're holding on to something that really has your heart heavy and somebody done something to you that you feel like you can't move forward from, or you don't know how to move forward from, like, I don't want that to be the reason you don't get to your next level. I know everybody proclaims 2019 is my year, this, that, the third, but ain't no year gonna ever be your year if you holding on to something that's back there that you cannot change. The thing that you could change is the way you react to stuff, the way that you deal with stuff that hurts you. You have to allow yourself to hurt. It's okay to be hurt. We all have been hurt. If you have to go into your room and cry by yourself and scream out to God, this hurts so bad, God, I don't know how to move forward feeling like this. I was violated. I was touched. I wasn't protected. Cried out to God and proclaimed that I'm going to be a better person if God allows me to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to respond to people different. I'm going to be a better me, because if I send out these things, I'm planting seeds of positive stuff. I'm sending out good signals. I'm sending out vibes that I really desire to have back. And eventually those things will come back to you. Strangers will just start to help you. People will support you. It don't have to be your family. Everybody always talking about my family and friends don't support me. Is that why you created your business, just for them to support you? I mean, think about the reason that you started your business. I see so many posters with people so focused on, well, my family and friends ain't here for me and supporting me. They probably wasn't meant to support you. It probably wasn't meant for them to do it. Whoever loves it will support you. Who don't, they won't. Trust me, it's what it is. You cannot let that be the reason that you keep sending out negative signals because things are not going your way. A lot of things ain't going to go our way because our way ain't the right way anyway. So you have to learn how to be like, you know what? It hurts. I really wanted this place. I really wanted that job. I really wanted that car. I really wanted that dude. But for some reason, it didn't work for me. I know God's plan. I have no plan. I may have a plan, but I have no idea what I'm doing in real life. So I know God's plan is way better than mine. So if he said no to me, then I don't like it, Jesus, but I'm going to thank you for knowing more than I do, because I know this is going to work out for my good, because the Bible tells us everything will work out for our good. It's just we want it to work out for our flesh for real, because we desire to have certain things, and God knows what's best. That job may have put you at a place that has set you back somewhere. That car may have been malfunction and caused the accident that caused you your life. That dude probably would have destroyed you and set you back emotionally for so many years. Like, it's reasons he say no. And sometimes we just not ready. Sometimes them dudes ain't for us. Sometimes it may feel good in the flesh, but really he ain't got nothing to bring to the table. His agenda ain't even what we think it is. It may be something. God knows why he protect us from these things. So it's the exercise that you have to do. Nothing is just easy and overnight. But I promise you, if you continue daily to proclaim this every day and press towards that every day, it'll get better. Then it becomes second nature to you. And then you look up, you be like, voila, like I'm not even who I used to be last week. I'm pressing my way to who I desire to be, versus me holding on to something and waiting on somebody to come and hand me this. I'm walking towards the pool of healing. I'm pressing my way. If I'm not walking, I'm crawling. If I ain't crawling, I'm on my elbows. I'm going to get there. And when I get in that water, I will be healed. I'm telling you, good people, I just want to encourage you on today, whatever got you held up, whatever got you bitter, whatever got you mad, don't let that be the reason make it to your next level. You do not want to go through 2019 off the same 2015 stuff, man. Some people is still moving and operating in 2012. Seriously. I run into people all the time. I talk to people all the time. And it amazes me. And I'm like, don't let that be the reason, man. I ain't gonna let nobody play with me. People are allowed to say what they want. We can't control that. If you got a control issue, let it go. You're gonna drive yourself insane. You're gonna find yourself wanting to control everything around you and find yourself by yourself. Not only that, if you in control, what Jesus leading in your life? How he leading if you want to control everything? There's some control freaks out here. I mean, for real. Seriously. You have to let it go. Don't let that be the reason you can't get to your next level. Don't let that be the reason you can't be blessed. You going around, you got this thing because you want to hurt people. Hurt people do hurt people. You mad because they ain't work out for you. You still have a chance to make it work for you. If you let go and stop putting out positive energy, people talk about me all the time, honey. I just cut it short. I don't care. God bless them. Seriously. It's really not that serious. Like, I don't got time for that. I'm too busy trying to be a better Christina. And that's the job in itself. I'm still on my growing type stuff. I got so far to go. I can't be sitting back bitter and mad and want to talk about you because you talked about me. Girl, bye. It's a distraction. I got other things to do. I got to figure out that scripture that I can't seem to understand, but yet I'm stuck on it. So it's, I can't be focused on that. If you want to sit back and talk about people all day, guess what you're doing? You ain't focusing on you. You ain't hurting that other person. You got to understand, you wasting energy by spreading lies. You wasting energy by spreading rumors, and you're putting out bad vibes. So when you don't get that promotion, when your child is going to the left, when things seem ain't clicking in your life, how much bad energy have you been putting out? You reap what you sow. I'm just saying. You want people to be truthful to you. You going around lying on people, but yet you attract lying men. I mean, it goes hand in hand. You want people to be honest with you, but you spreading lies on people. Ain't that something? You want people to keep it real with you, but you don't even keep it real with yourself. I mean, I'm just saying. I just want to encourage you on tonight. to do some self-evaluation. Be real with yourself. If you are a bitter person, ask be real with yourself. At what place did this start? Because you wasn't born bitter. You wasn't born hateful. You wasn't born unforgiving. Why won't you forgive? Why I can't just let this go? Because I know some women, including myself, who have forgiven a man for cheating, lying, doing all kind of stuff, but wouldn't even forgive their mother for something she done back then that she may have not had the skills to give you what you desired from her as a mom. So you really can't hold her. And look at you living anyway. Like you made it. Like you didn't die in her unparental skills phase. Like you didn't die. You're still here and you probably got kids of your own. So why are we still mad at her? Now you at a place where you can make your life what you desire it to be. But you won't because you letting that hold you. You letting that hold you. Let it go. Once you let it's really that easy. Let it go. The hard part is the process of keeping it back, don't picking it back up. Whenever it creep back in your mind, nah, don't let her play with you. Nah, not today. I'm a better woman. Satan gone somewhere in the name of Jesus. I'm going to be a better woman. I'm going to declare that I'm going to be a better woman. I'm not going to roll my eyes at her. I'm not going to be disrespectful because she got attitude behind that register. And sometimes I have to tell the people on the other side, sweetheart, you ain't about to steal my joy today. I came 10 steps this morning not to allow you to take me 20 back. So I'm going to allow you to be disrespectful because you have the power to say what you want. But what we not gonna do is not give me got my daggone fries without salt. Seriously. Like I was going through all that for some freaking saltless fries. But I'm like, she can say what she want. Girl, you can kirk out and all that. You can do all that. I'm standing there. I just want my fries without salt. I'm not about to sit here and jump over this counter like my flesh desire me to. I've came too far for that. So I told myself this morning I wasn't going to do it. I got to tell myself all the time, road rage, all kind of stuff. People put you at a place and those are exercises for me. I utilize them to work out my growth. I do. And sometimes I have to step off. Like, is the hair salon up here? Oh my God, these people in this joint. Oh Lord. I was like, I ain't coming in here no more because y'all really testing my Christianity. Like, they so disrespectful. And they weren't even disrespectful to me. I just witness them do it to other people all the time. So I feel like they're a bully because I'm like, why won't y'all talk to me like that? And I'm like, but I just said there, I was like, you know what? I can't come in this store anymore because y'all people, and I told them, I was like, y'all are very disrespectful. The way that y'all sit in this community and belittle these people is beyond me. But you will reap what you sow. I pray that God have mercy on y'all. And I left out. And people will come across like, oh, she thinks she all that because she don't want to bust nobody in the face. Oh, no, I do be wanting to punch somebody in the face because my flesh want to do all that. But I press through to be a better Christina every day. I press through to not be who I used to be. I press through to not pick back up what I was holding on to that made me aggressive, that made me want to fight. I don't want to. I have no desire to pick it back up. I want to keep my hands open for the blessings to come so I can put them where they belong. But if I got them all tightened up with control and envy and jealousy and hate and mad, ain't nothing dropping up in these junks. So I don't want no work. The only work I want is the blessings from God in this season, in all my seasons. But I just want to encourage y'all good people on today. If you have anything that you're holding in your heart that is behind you, put it under your feet. Don't let that be the reason you are not elevating. Don't let that be the reason you run through 2019 like you did 2018. I'm telling you, just a upgrade in your car ain't it. Upgrade in your living ain't it. You need to elevate in you, in your heart, in your soul, in you. You need to mature in your mind. You need to grow in you. All that good stuff is going to come. It just, if you elevate in financial stuff, your immaturity going to cause you to lose it. It's just what it is. Like, seriously, man, if something holding you, man, let it go. When it creep back up and you tell, no, I'm going to be a forgiving person. Okay, I forgave my mother and I'm trying to build a relationship with her, but you have to understand, you have to acknowledge people for who they are and stop trying to expect them to be what we desire them to be. That's a lot of things that hold you up with getting hurt. This is who my mother is. It's just what it is. I cannot make my mother be nothing other than that. This is who she is. And if I want a relationship with her, these are the terms I have to deal with her. I can't keep getting mad because she not doing what, a mother's supposed to do this, that, and the third. Yeah, a lot of people are supposed to do this, that, and the third. But the reality is this is who they are and this is what they do. Now, it's your choice and your decision. Am I going to deal with this? Can I tolerate this? With my mom, I give her a little bit more leeway because she's my mom. But in other relationships, is this what I want to deal with? Is this the energy I want around me? Is this the type of hate and stuff that I want to indulge in when I rub elbows with you? If it's not, then I'm sorry. I have to go. That's the mature Christina. The immature Christina would sit around because I'm like, I got love for them. I love them. They this, that, and the third. I love me a little bit more in this season. If it's not what I want, I'm not going to let that hold me. I'm going to let it go because I want to grow. I do not want to stay. No, I don't. I really encourage y'all because I want y'all to grow two good people so y'all can utilize your gifts. Be who God called you to be. When you be set free, you can be who God called you to be. I'm trying to tell you some good stuff. It ain't easy, but it's a weight that be lifted off when you let go. Oh my God. You have to let go. And to all the control freaks, I'm telling you right now, you praying to God and if you have a control issue, He cannot lead you. Because you at the head of everything. You have to move out the way. You have to let control go. I feel like people that have control issues have trust issues. Go back and ask yourself, where did you fall short with trusting anybody? And deal with it right there. Let that go. And you'll begin to learn how to start trusting things in your life in this season. Go back to where you felt like, in that moment, this relationship or this situation caused me to not trust people. So then you want to grab control because you feel like if you can maneuver all the pieces, then everything will go right. But I beg to differ because you still in control and it still be falling out of place. I guarantee it does. I'm just saying. I didn't even know I had little control issues. I was like, I ain't no control person, but it wasn't too extreme. I was just like, oh, wow. And when God exposed it to me, I was like, I didn't even know that. So I had to go back and be like, where did I lose trust in something that caused me to feel like I had to control certain things? And when I realized what it was, I had to let it go. And every day I got up, I declared that I was going to push forward to being free and being open to things and not try to control my environment to protect me because you still going to get hurt. Like going into a relationship with all these walls up. I don't know why people do it. I say it all the time. You still get hurt. You got this wall up, the wall Trump want to build, all kind of walls, but yet it still get in to hurt you. So why not go in with an open heart, an open slate, a clean thing so you can be open? Can't nobody really get to you if you're blocking everything, But I didn't talk past the time that I desired to talk, so I pray this video encourage somebody to want to let go and don't let those things be the reason that it hinder you. I pray this video bless somebody to look into themselves and be real with yourself. To begin to set yourself free from some things that's holding you. Don't let that be the reason. Don't let your nasty attitude be the reason. Don't let your bitter childhood, your bad childhood be the reason. Don't let because daddy wasn't there be the reason. You are already living. I don't know how to do it. You are already doing it. It's just, it's not going as smooth as you desire because of you letting something be the reason. You have to let things go. The weight will be so much lighter. The load wouldn't feel so heavy. Let it go. Let it go. God want to put things on you. He want to bless you with stuff. But He can't if you feel with hate and hurt and bitterness and unforgiveness. Let it go. Let it go. Don't let that be the reason, good people. It's 2019. This our year. Remember everybody tweeting that, texting it, posting it, all that. And I'm here for it. I'm like, yeah, let this be the year. Let this be the day. Every day, let it be the day. Let it be. God wake you up in the morning. Declare that day. Today is my day. Something different going to change. I'm going to do something different. I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be mad. The homeless man want money. I'm not going to bomb him out, tell him he going to buy drugs. If I got change, give it to him. What he do with it, that ain't your problem. That ain't your problem. I seen people, guys, so why you giving him money? He ain't gonna do nothing but get high with it, honey. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. What he do with it, that's not my problem. So just don't let that be the reason, good people. That one thing could be where your blessing lies at. I'm telling y'all, it will set you free, and then you can be who God called you to be. Amen. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap this in that on that note, good people. Don't let that be the reason. Don't let that stuff hold y'all. Don't let it hold y'all, man. I'm telling you, it's really not worth it. I pray somebody decide to be set free on tonight. I pray somebody decide that they're gonna let it go and don't pick it back up. Just keep to every time it try to ring in your head, rebuke that thing in the name of Jesus and tell that devil who you're going to be, and you declare it and you live in it and you begin to walk in it. Press your way to the healing, press your way. It's a fight, and when you get there, victory will be yours. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling y'all something I know. God bless y'all. I'm praying for anybody who knows me or heard of me or ever seen me. Friends will be social media. However, I'm praying for you all that nobody allow anything to hold them in this season. Let it go. Don't let that be the reason. In Jesus' name. God bless y'all, good people. Until next time, peace.